Dear students, today we are going to learn about rational numbers. Some properties we are going to cover: closure property, commutative and associative property. Now let us define a rational number. Okay, what is a rational number? Numbers of the form P by Q are known as rational numbers. There are certain conditions that P and Q must follow. P and Q must be integers. Q cannot be equal to 0. Some properties of rational numbers are: it has a numerator and denominator. The numerator and denominator are integers. The denominator is not 0. All integers and fractions are rational numbers. 0 is a rational number. Rational number can be positive or negative. For example, 2 by 3, 4 by 3, all these are rational numbers. Even a natural number is also a rational number. 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Whole number 0 can be written as 0 by 1. Integer -5 can be written as -5 by 1. All the natural numbers, whole numbers and integers are also rational numbers. Some properties of rational number we are going to see now is: the first property is closure property, commutative property, associative property. We are going to see closure property for rational numbers today, for commutative property for rational number, associative property for rational numbers today. Closure property. What is a closure property? If two numbers of the same kind are added, subtracted or multiplied, the answer we are getting should be of the same kind. Okay? Let's see some examples to explain closure property. For whole numbers, integers and rational numbers, but we will see for rational number today. Addition. First operation we are going to cover is addition. A plus B. A and B are two rational numbers. When you add, see for example 1 by 2 plus 4 by 5. The answer will be 13 by 10, which is also a rational number. 2 by 6 plus 0 is also a rational number. So it concludes that sum of rational number is again a rational number. Next one is subtraction. A minus B. When you subtract two rational number, for example 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4, you will get minus 1 by 4. That is also a rational number. It concludes that the difference of any two rational number is also a rational number. Next is multiplication. A into B is also equal to Q. That means it's also a rational number. For example, 1 by 2 into 3 by 4. That will be equal to 3 by 8, which is also a rational number. So, multiplication, the product of any two rational number is also a rational number. Okay? Next is division. Say for example, A divided by B. For example, you take 1 by 3. That is equal to 0.333. That is not a rational number. That is an irrational number. So, it concludes that the division of two rational number is not a rational number. For addition, A plus B belongs to Q means then addition is closed. In same way for subtraction, if A minus B belongs to Q, then subtraction is it satisfies closure property. Okay. For multiplication, a multiplied by b is a rational number, means then a into b is also belongs to q, that is which is nothing which is also a rational number. So it satisfies closure property. Next property we are going to see is commutative property. What is commutative property? Which the word name itself means exchange. It states that number can be added or multiplied in any order without changing the sum or product. A number can be added. So we will check the commutative property for rational numbers today. Say today we'll take for first operation will be addition. The commutative property is, if a and b are two rational number, then a plus b is equal to b plus a. Say for example 3 by 7 plus 5 by 7 is equal to 5 by 7 plus 3 by 7. In LHS you will get 8 by 7. In even RHS you will get 8 by 7. So the LHS is equal to RHS. Addition is commutative for rational number. And for subtraction, a minus b is not equal to b minus a. Let's see some example. Okay. 5 by 6 minus 2 by 3, you will get 2 by 3, 1 by 6, but 2 by 3 minus 5 by 6, you will get minus 1 by 6. So LHS is not equal to RHS. So the difference of any two rational number is also not a, it's also a rational number, but subtraction is not commutative. Multiplication. A multiplied by b is equal to b multiplied by a. Say for example 3 by 5 into minus 3 by 5 into minus 8 by 11 is equal to 24 by 55. Even minus 8 by 11 to minus 3 by 5 is also equal to 24 by 55. So multiplication is commutative for rational numbers. Okay. And for division, a divided by b is not equal to b divided by a. 8 by 11 divided by 4 by 5 is not equal to 4 by 5 divided by 8 by 11. So the answer will not be same. LHS is not equal to RHS. So the division cannot be commutative for rational numbers. Only addition and multiplication is commutative for rational numbers. Okay. For addition, a plus b is equal to b plus a. LHS is equal to RHS. So it satisfies the condition. For multiplication, a into b is equal to b into a. Even multiplication is commutative. LHS is equal to RHS. For subtraction and division, it is not commutative. Next property we are going to see is associative property. If a, b, c are any three rational numbers, when we add more than two numbers, the grouping of the addend does not change the sum, and similarly for multiplication also. We will see the associative property for rational numbers today. The first operation we are going to see is addition. The formula is a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. So we'll substitute some numbers and see whether LHS is equal to RHS. 1 by 5 plus 2 by 7 plus 1 by 3. It is equal to 86 by 105. LHS is equal to RHS. So addition is associative. Now let's check for subtraction. A minus b minus c is equal to a minus b minus c. We will see the example, but it is not equal. LHS is not equal to RHS. So subtraction is not associative for rational numbers. Now let's go for multiplication. A into b into c is equal to a into b into c. But the LHS is equal to RHS, so multiplication is associative for rational numbers. And let's go for division now. A divided by B divided by C is equal to A divided by B divided by C. Let's substitute some examples. Let's see some numbers like in this the LHS is not equal to RHS, so division is not associative for rational numbers. Now we'll see add 0 to any whole number. What will you get? 4 plus 0 is what? 4. 0 plus 96 is what? 96. Okay. The number remains the same. Any number added with 0, the answer remains the same. Now add 0 to an integer. Minus 4 plus 0 is minus 4. 0 plus minus 6 is equal to minus 6. Okay. The number remains the same. There is no change in the answer. Same number we are getting. The sum of a rational number and 0 is the same rational number itself. Let's see now. 0 plus 6 by 13 is equal to 6 by 13. 4 by 7 plus 0 is equal to 4 by 7. 0 plus 5 by 9 is equal to 5 by 9. 6 by 11 plus 0 is equal to 6 by 11. 0 plus a by b is equal to a by b, which shows that where b is not equal to 0, therefore 0 is called the identity for the addition of rational numbers. That means when you add 0 to a rational number, the rational number remains unchanged. Now let's see the product of a rational number. And 1 is, you can easily verify this. 5 by 9 into 1 is equal to what? Minus 5 by 9. 1 into 8 by 7 is equal to 8 by 7. 3 by minus 11 into 1 is equal to same, 3 by minus 11. The product of a rational number and 1 is the same rational number. That means a by b into 1 is equal to a by b, where b is not equal to 0. So 1 is called the multiplicative identity for rational numbers. That is because when we multiply rational number by 1, we get the same rational number. Next, existence of inverse. Additive inverse, multiplicative inverse. Two types of inverse, additive and multiplicative. Let's see first additive inverse. If a and b are into rational number such that a plus b is equal to b plus a is equal to 0, then b is called the additive inverse of a, or we can say it is a negative of a. The additive inverse of the rational number p is denoted by minus p. Okay. For example, say take 6 by 2. When you add minus 6 by 2 with plus 6 by 2, the answer will be 0. 0 is nothing but the additive identity. Hence, minus 6 by 2 is the additive inverse of 6 by 2. Okay. And vice versa. Even therefore, minus 6 by 2 and 6 by 2 are the additive inverse. Now, let's see multiplicative inverse. If the product of two numbers is 1, then we can say that the two numbers are multiplicative inverse of each other. Statement. The reciprocal of a rational number p by q is what? Q by p, whose product is always 1. And its reciprocal is represented by p by q the whole power minus 1. See, the reciprocal of 3 by 5 is what? 5 by 3. So, when you multiply 3 by 5 into 5 by 3, what is the answer? 5 will get cancelled, 3 will get, so we get 1. Now, let's go to distributivity of multiplication over addition. The distributive property states that multiplying a sum by a number gives the same result as multiplying each addend by the number and then adding the products together. Statement. A into b plus c is equal to a into b plus a into c for addition, and a into b minus c is equal to a into b minus a into c for subtraction. Let's consider three rational number 7 by 2, 3 by 7, 2 by 5. By solving, see 7 by 2, take LHS, 7 by 2 into 3 by 7 plus 2 by 5 is equal to, you solve the bracket, take LCM, you will get the answer is 29 by 10. And solve the RHS, the answer is also equal to 29 by 10. So A into B plus C is equal to A into B plus A into C. LHS Rs are equal. The multiplication is